Okay, Feed Bros, we're back again with another video, and this time we're going to react to the Arsenal-Brighton game and the rest of the league. Guys, I'm going to start with a rant, man. Let's just address the elephant in the room. The referee is beep, 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 beep. That's what I can say, man. Because Jesus Christ. Listen, let me just say this first. Obviously, we're talking about Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. I'll say this first. It was a yellow card, and when you're on the yellow, you do that, you're stupid. So I'll put that on Declan Rice.
Yeah, big message.
There's no argument. You cannot put yourself in a situation where you're giving the referee a decision to make.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, what a stupid decision. Can we have a little bit of consistency in the game nowadays? Can we have a little bit of consistency? This ref is the worst. That is one of the worst performances I've ever seen in a game. And yes, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant right now because this one hurts. This one actually hurts. In the first half, João Pedro does the same thing. Even kicks the ball further away. Nothing.
Yeah.
Foul after foul after foul, the guy does not call. There's one time where Saka in the second half, clean through, he gets chipped body off the ball. Nothing. The guy waves it away. There's so many decisions that this guy got wrong in the game. That was just embarrassing. That's an embarrassing performance from that ref. Having said that, though, if Rice was on the yellow, on the yellow, he touches the ball, and in the replay, you can see that actually it's intentional. But the way he just touches it, just have some common sense, man. You know that decision, right, will change the course of the game. And both players are at it. Okay, so you give a yellow to Rice. What happens to the guy that kicks him? Because he kicks him. He looks at Rice and kicks him. Because the ball is long gone when he's throwing that kick. Nobody can.
He was trying to kick the ball.
Hell no. He
was trying to kick the ball.
No, you're not going to fit that to me. He's not kicking the ball. Right, the ball is long gone. Watch it again. Watch it again, man. You haven't watched it. The ball is long gone when he's doing it. When you watch it again, you'll be embarrassed about your reaction right now.
He was baiting Rice, though.
That's what I was going to say.
They were both baiting each other because Rice is trying to get himself too. Don't get me wrong, Rice is trying to get himself too. But the guy kicks him. And if you pretend to have seen what happened, right, you have to give at least a yellow to that guy, if not a red, because that's dangerous play. And that is a stupid decision. If you go again and watch it, then you come back and give me your opinion again. Because I know you only saw it once. But when you look at it again, you could see that Rice, because at first I thought, maybe because the guy actually throws the ball on Rice's foot, and then he hits Rice first. That's when he realizes that the ball is next to him. Look at it again. That's when he realizes that the ball is next to him. That's when he turns around and then kicks, and then he just touches. Touches the ball away. The other player sees that because he already saw that he threw the ball and he hit Rice. He already saw it because he did it. He was there, and then he goes and kick Rice.
No, that's your boosting.
Bro,
no,
watch it again.
No, his leg was already in motion when Rice was kicking that ball away.
That is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous take on something that everybody saw. Everybody saw that.
For me, at least, what it looked like to me is that it's typical what we see all the time. He put the ball, he rolled it up, trying to kick it, and then Rice was just right there. So he pretended
because he's trying to get him booked.
Exactly. He pretended that he was going to pass it, but just wanted to mess with Rice. And I think he could have went both ways. I do agree that both should have got a yellow. I think that's what it was made the biggest. That's the least I would have been.
What I'm saying is ridiculous.
No, what I'm saying is, so he throws the ball and it hits Rice, and he see that Rice is there. So Rice turns around. He was trying to go kick the ball to hit Rice so that Rice can get a yellow card in that way. And then as he was motioning to kick the ball, Rice kicked it, and then he hit Rice, and then now Rice is trying to bait him to get him yellow carded.
Watch it again.
No, you can give a yellow to both. That's fine.
He pretends to go and kick the ball, but his intention is actually to go and kick Rice. Watch it again. Watch it again.
I don't know about that.
His intention. But basically, that was it. So that was my rant. In terms of the game, I felt like Brighton is a good team and they play well, especially like in the first half. It was a good game. It was a good balanced game. Second half, I feel like if we had 11, we'll beat them. because after our goal, yes, they were keeping the ball well. They were playing, doing some nice, but they weren't very threatening at all. You know, I thought defensively we were very set, and especially in the second half, even when we went to 10 men. Yes, they went through and scored that goal. By the way, our defense on that goal, man, terrible defending, man, terrible. I mean,
Williams Rice wasn't there. I said you could also feel like Rice wasn't there on that pass.
I mean, the pass goes through where Rice would have been. That's right. But William Saliba to be caught wrong side because the ball comes from the defense, man. It's not like a midfielder pass the ball. You could see it all the way. You could see he didn't even check over his shoulder. Yeah, he's caught wrong side. And what is embarrassing, more embarrassing than that, is Gabriel's flimsy attempt at a tackle, man. What was that? Just dangling a leg.
I think he didn't want to give a PK away.
Yeah. Come on, man. That's not a tackle. Just let him go then. Just let him go. Because that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing, man. Yeah, I mean,
I guess he didn't want to get another red. You know, I think that might be the only thing that came to his mind.
And the thing is, he went with his wrong foot. If you're trying to do like Wan-Bissaka is the best at that.
That's hard
because he switches it. He just switches it, and then that's it. You're done. Yeah. But he goes with his wrong foot. That was his flimsy attempt. So they go and they score there, but then after that, maybe they have one more decent chance after that because
it was pretty tied up.
Defensively, we were set. So he was I think if we were 11-11, we killed them. 11-11, we beat them. But I mean, it is what it is. We have to take it, man. I mean, the referee's decision, they're gonna come and go. It's gonna go around. Today is our day to suffer. Tomorrow is going to be someone else. So you can't really cry too much about it. I just wanted to vent my frustration about that. And that referee should never referee ever one of our game again.
I can't, bro.
Yeah, this is again something we're going to see a lot this season, you know, with these decisions and the fact that sometimes they can go to VAR, sometimes they cannot. Like, it's weird as well. So, yeah, definitely I think the referee was not great for that game. There were so many fouls, especially I think towards the first half. Towards the end of the first half, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, without the red card, we know it was going to be a different game. I did think the red card was going to swing things in Brighton's favor, but I didn't see much. From them. I think Minte is an impact player, is good and all of that, but I feel like they need to trust Adengro a little more, especially after some previous season. I think he's more disturbing to a defense than Minte. Like, yes, he's quick, he's good, and he does.
Minte, just to your point, Minte is one-dimensional. I think I don't know where he's going.
Yes,
because he's more. I think it's much. Minte is lightning quick.
He just goes straight.
Just do it. But like, I think
precisely,
he's a different player. Yeah,
I think he's a different guy. He's so unpredictable. It disturbs more. You know, I do think they need to trust him more.
It's the same difference with like Ahmad and Garnacho. Same difference.
Exactly. That's the perfect example right there. So yeah, I think that's a missed opportunity for Brighton more so than Arsenal because you know, with the red, it did put that little weight on Arsenal, even though they played it off well. They didn't just sit back and take the pressure. They even had a few chances. I think Alvarez was really impressive, running in behind people, and the goal was pretty nice as well. Alvarez is growing on me, man. I didn't rate the guy, but man, he does have some striking attributes. Like, I was like, man, this guy can he can outpace people. But man, one thing I wanted to ask, is this the title gun right there?
No,
of course not. Man, this came
no, Arteta said it. It's not me. It's Arteta. He said the objective is 114 points.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You know that's not a joke. That's not a joke.
That is a joke. Obviously nobody's gonna have 114 points. But the guy was
you guys did it before.
You have PTSD of 10 high. You think that everything that somebody else says is
you think everything that Ten says is serious.
PTSD. Come on, man. He said that, but it was kind of like a joke, just basically to highlight the fact that City is that good. If you want to win, you have to win all your games, basically.
I'm obviously kidding, but yeah. Just saying. I mean, it still adds the pressure, you know.
It's not gone. It's not gone at all. I mean, City obviously they're looking like a train on fire right now. So obviously it's hard to see where they're gonna drop points. But
they look like they're going from 150.
And you know, City they always go through a spell where like nothing goes. You know, it's always a short spell, but they always have 1 or 2 games where you know things don't go quite according to plan. And the thing about City is they always concede goals, just stupid goals.
Yeah.
So once you just name that one day where they concede that goal and then nothing goes for you. You know, we all know one of those days where you could be out there for 2 days and you can't score.
Yeah.
Of course, you hit the bar, you hit it. So that can happen as well. So I'm not worried about this. I think we got cheated out of this game, so that's fine.
For me, I think obviously both guys probably either you give both guys a yellow or you just don't give it anything. And I think those refs nowadays, they're too like focused on like applying the letter of the law.
That's
like,
it.
In the letter of the law, yes,
Yeah.
he kicked the ball and it should get a yellow.
Yes.
But come on,
This is why you should have said. You should have come over and be like, "Oh, guys, I saw you two. Stop being silly. Let's move on with the game."
Exactly.
Nobody's going to talk about it ever again.
Nobody's gonna mention it again. Nobody's gonna mention it again. Everybody's gonna move on, you know. So, I think it was just a dumb decision. Obviously, it changes the game, but yeah, like you said, Brighton didn't do much even with after they scored straight away. Pretty much. 4 minutes after, and then they had the ball and everything, but they didn't do much. You guys' defense solid as usual. So yeah, I don't think this probably without the red card, I think you guys probably win. But yeah, it's too early to say that it does anything.
The balling, man. Just say it. Just tell me the truth.
But I would say, I mean, we were hoping Liverpool would get more tested today. But
man,
I would say Liverpool look like they might be there or thereabouts. We shall see after the.
You know, we said the same thing last year. Last year, Freddie had them.
But to be fair, they went up until like March, right? Like March.
Yeah. I mean, they started like a house on fire last year too.
Yeah.
So, I mean they're gonna get found out because they have the same.
It's
squad,
April.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, April. Yeah, it's in April that.
And when the Champions League is gonna come and the same squad. There's no new signings, nothing. Well, apart from Chiesa, but
Yeah, apart from Chiesa. So we'll see. But can't say too much about this game. We'll see. Who do you guys play next? I feel like you have City next, right?
No, we have Tottenham next. We have Spurs.
That's right.
Tottenham, another team that's
Spurs without Rice is gonna be
off.
I mean, well, that's a good segue. Man. Let's talk about Tottenham, Newcastle, man. Spurs does it again, guys. Spurs does it again. Did you guys see the game, man?
I mean, we're talking about Ten Hag before, saying same mistakes and this guy. Obviously, it's his second season, so we're not going to be as harsh. But if you're being objective, you got to say he's doing the same thing as what we criticize Ten Hag for, because the same mistakes. They're so open at the back. They're going to create so many. They're a lot more like creative than we are.
Yeah.
So they're going to create a lot of chances. Probably score a goal, probably 2, maybe. But they are so open at the back. So open. So Newcastle was terrible today. Newcastle was
2 chances and they scored.
They had 2 chances and they scored. Newcastle was under the cosh for the whole game.
That was the same as against Leicester.
Same as against Leicester.
Yeah.
As against Leicester. And I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more of that.
Over and over again. You know what the problem was today? Is because they're trying to do the same thing, but without the guy that can play that. Van de Ven.
Yeah.
I mean, Van de Ven is there. I don't think they concede those goals because Van de Ven recovery pace is good. You know, but with a guy that, like Romero, they can't. But I mean, he's not
even part of that. Yeah.
He can't run, but he's not fast. Right?
Yeah.
And that highlight is suicidal.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You can't rely on Van de Ven playing well every time for your defense to work. Like your whole defensive plan is Van de Ven.
Exactly.
Like he's gonna have one. Like last year against Newcastle, he got destroyed.
Yeah. He got
really bad, but he will have bad games too. Like he's a normal guy. He won't get to things as well. He won't see things. So Tottenham, I don't know about them, man. Like a lot of people had them in their top 4. So
I did. They're pretty much got the same record as you, so
yeah, they're the same as us.
Well, you guys are backing hard, man.
You know what the thing?
The battle for age, bro.
The thing we have over them is obviously the pressure. You know, like they don't have that much pressure. They can sleep up right now, and people just gonna they need to work on it. Blah blah blah. Next season,
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's like I know you want to compare with Ten Hag, right? But the thing is, because Tottenham is so kind of like irrelevant. It doesn't matter. They can do that all day. We don't care. It's like if they do that all day, it's like Southampton doing that all day.
Straight up. The only reason why they're here is to disturb the top four. Just come here and give some trouble to Liverpool to see
someone else. That's it.
You remember when they won the league at Anfield last year?
They are the most delusional fans, Tottenham fans. Like I know Arsenal fans are bad and United fans are bad, but Tottenham fans. But at least, yeah, you got backup. You won something. You've won nothing. And you feel your big club. Like, come on, man. Tottenham fans, man. Tell me about yourself.
About yourself.
I'm sure they will. After this game. I think they just didn't have any bite. They didn't have any bite. They have a lot of activity up front, as Thierry said, but no bite. Nobody super clinical. Solanke, Kane went. Let's see. Yeah, we don't even know who injured him or whatever.
Where
did he go? Hey, don't ask me, man.
He came and went. Wow.
I'm surprised that it didn't. I mean, we had some of that as well ourselves, but
yeah, we had some.
We have one of those as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game next after the international break against Arsenal. I think that's going to be a really, really, really good game.
Remember, we don't have Rice, so it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah,
because I don't know who comes in. Marino is injured. I mean, this guy is the same as Timber last year. You just come first training session, you break your shoulder. Come on, man. So I don't know who we put in. I think he's probably going to drop Havertz back in that center midfield role, but that's not going to be good, man. Because then who you play up front?
Who's
up top?
Yeah, he's probably, I don't know, maybe Trossard, maybe a Martinelli. But I mean, Trossard can do a job at number 9. He's played well when
he can.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a serious problem, and we thought we had the solution with Marino, but then we don't have him for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
You guys are just short, man. In general, you guys
have a short squad, man. I'm so surprised.
But I mean, you were giving me stick about Sterling. Us getting Sterling. The thing about Sterling is, yes, it's not ideal. I mean, Sterling is what it is. But Sterling's a good player compared to what we've replaced with. I mean, like I said, he's better than Nketiah and Reece Nelson combined. I mean, if I'm a coach here, I'm in a tough game. I'm losing 1-0. I need to equalize, or I need to go and win the winner. If I turn around and look at my bench, and I see Nketiah and Nelson, then I'll be like, okay, well, shit. All right, guys, just go and try your best. Yeah. But if I turn around and I see, oh, well, there's someone like
Sterling, it will create chances.
He will create chances. And the thing about Sterling is he can play all across that line. We've seen him playing force number 9 with City. He can play on the left, he can play on the right.
That's right, yeah.
But the thing about him, is he has to want it. He has to want it.
Yeah.
He has to come back to form. If it's Sterling of old, then we got it. It's a good deal. $0 paid for him, and we're paying less than half his wages. The guy's on 300K. Jesus, but we pay only 100K. I mean, that's a bargain, man, for Sterling.
It's a great signing. I think it's a good fit for Arsenal. What I was saying was that it wouldn't have been as much of a good fit for Man U, and especially in your position, trying to go for the title. That's a good addition to have extra legs.
I mean, everyone is going to be a benchman. He knows that, and we know that.
Yeah.
He's not coming here to start.
So, of course.
He's a good addition. But, I mean, let's move on. Let's go with the other game, which was the champion going away and battering West Ham. The thing about West Ham is before those signings, everybody's saying, oh, West Ham has the best summer and all that, blah, blah, blah. Bro, they haven't shown much yet. I mean, today,
no.
Maybe a few minutes in the first half where Bowen was trying a little bit. In the second half, too, they maybe had 1 or 2 counter attack, but they haven't showed anything at all. And just before that, I wanted to mention, just before I forget, in that Newcastle Tottenham game, what a good thing that Tonali is back for Newcastle. That's going to help him.
I
just wanted to mention that he came back after his ban. But coming back to the City, again, what can we say again about this guy Haaland, man? Tell me about it, man.
Look, it's who he is. He's that guy. He's that guy. Like he's just that guy.
Making this league look silly, man.
It really is. The guy has more goals than games at the moment. Like, how ridiculous is that?
70
in 69. So one more goal than games, I think. Something like that. Or at least it's close.
I mean, this season is 7 in 3.
Oh, 7-3. Look how ridiculous, like. Look, this is City at the meanest they can be right now.
And you know what's scary? Foden is not even there.
Foden is not there. Rodri is not back yet.
Savio was injured today.
Yeah, they're not at full strength. Like, that's scary. Like, Haaland alone, just the way they have him, he can go and afford a few games where he's ghost. Like, facts. I don't want to hear no critics anymore about him going ghost, because he can afford that. He can do that because he can turn it on and kill it. He can just kill it. Now, if he just does it in bigger games, in Champions League finals and things like that, then he's gonna be a Ballon d'Or like for years in a row if he keeps that up. So incredible to have this weapon in your team. You don't need to be great. You just need to put a ball in, and Allen does the rest. So. That's why I think they're gonna win again this year. That's why I predicted this year. Like, they are completely cheating. They are cheats. Like, in so many ways, they have charges on their back that nobody can prosecute them for. They say it's gonna start. We don't know when it's gonna start. We don't know what.
They're scared to prosecute, man.
They're scared to do it. They're scared to do it. Like, they're cheating. They are the best players in the world. Like, Gundogan is back. They didn't even need this dude.
They didn't even need him.
They don't need this guy. Gundogan, a team that doesn't need Gundogan, like, that says everything. He's back, and you don't even know, you don't even care, because the team is still flawless without him, So the only thing we know, the Achilles heel, you mentioned, they always concede goals. The only way to beat them is to outscore them. Now, who's going to do that? I just don't know.
Yeah, they're just so good, man. And I mean, I remember back, maybe his first his first two titles. Guardiola, because he had that first season when they finished fourth, they kind of struggled, and then they won 2 in a row, and then Liverpool won the COVID one that nobody cared about. But and then they started winning again. So those first 2 title wins, I don't know if you all remember, but they just destroyed the league those years. They won it, but it was 20 something points.
There was one year where they didn't even need a number 9. Like, they didn't
even need there was that 1 year. Before they got Haaland, they even have a striker all year. So, and then they get Haaland. So I feel like this may be that again, but again, like you said, and there's Champions League. That we'll see where priorities lie after a while. But the last 3 seasons, they've usually started slow. So for them to go back to the form they had in those years where they were just pretty much flawless, most season, and they will win by they will get that 1 year they got 100 points.
100 plus points, yeah.
That's crazy. Like who can get 100 points? So yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. Yeah, West Ham.
I'll tell you how you beat them.
How?
You hire a henchman at every other club to break some legs, so they can break they can break De Bruyne's leg.
You're gonna have to break so many legs, though.
It's like 3 pairs of legs, and then you can have a chance.
And then you can have a chance.
Man.
But hey,
if they're going like this, then I just can't see anything past them.
They're gonna yeah.
Unfortunately.
They said, what was it? They said the trial date was it September or something? They were gonna
they said something in September. Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe they said they were trying to finish it by January, which I don't think that's true. That's not going to finish in January. But yeah, we'll see by the end of the season.
It's going to take years.
Yeah.
All right.
Lastly,
Lastly, let's talk about Chelsea, Crystal Palace. I'm sure man like the Rue is going to be happy for us to mention this team. Well, maybe not today, because Chelsea held at home against Palace 1-1. And what do you think of this game, man? I mean, I just got to mention a few players. Madueke, man. Your boy Madueke Terry, man.
Man, he's annoying me, man.
He's doing bits, man.
He's doing bits.
He's looking all right.
Bro, this is things he was doing last season. It's just because
he wasn't like this.
He was doing it. Let me tell you. He was doing pretty not as successfully. He was trying the same things, but because the whole team was so bad, you couldn't see that. You couldn't see his attempts. Yeah. But this is the player. This kid. He's good. He's good, man.
He's all right, man. He's all right. I'm not a player that I don't mind him. I just like the way. I mean, I'm not like you, Terry, who hates this guy. I don't mind.
No. Hey, I hold my hand up since last game. I don't go too far now.
Whoa, whoa, calm down.
And this is the last game. I don't know about before, but he's been doing best. I saw this game and he was tearing them apart, bro.
Especially in that first half, man, he was looking good.
He was playing nice. And Chelsea, they'll kick themselves. They should have won this game.
They really
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened because it's like once they conceded, they froze.
Mhm.
They
They
froze.
didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
There was nothing else.
There was nothing else.
Like if you have to bring on Mudryk, then that's when you know you have problems, right? That's when you know. And it comes on. There's absolutely nothing. I think he did one cross. That's it. That's what he did.
Wait, why did you bring on Mudryk? Why did you bring?
I'm just
I guess that's what they are Sancho now.
Desperate times, right? Desperate times.
Desperate
Yeah.
times. Hey.
Goes for
Pedro
desperate
Neto
measures.
is gonna be a good signing for them.
True, yeah.
Neto, yeah.
Neto on the wing.
Neto's going to be good for them. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be good
I
for
mean
them.
they have a decent team. I mean, midfield now they're clicking. Like it looks like.
Mhm.
And
Hello,
if you add Lavia to that, I mean,
Yeah.
I still don't know what Enzo does in that game. Actually, he's not a great passer, not a great tackler, not a great runner. I just don't know
He's
that
average, man.
he's a captain for some reason. But yeah, I mean, obviously we know defensively and the goalkeeper, that's what they need to work on.
Oh yeah.
But offensively, that will cause anybody problems. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, look at who they can call upon, man. You have João Felix coming on and looking great.
Yeah.
Came on and looks really good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're looking all right. They're just gonna have to gel real quick. But this kind of games are the kind of games if you want to go places, you have to win.
Yeah.
Just don't know what happened. Maybe it's because the squad is so young as well, but they just froze, man. I just didn't recognize them in the second half. First half, I was like, oh, they're gonna blitz Palace, man.
They're gonna kill them.
But then it's like rabbit in the headlight. They just froze. So I just don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, I keep hoping that they stay consistent, and I think we're gonna see a lot of that. We're gonna see a lot of that inconsistency. I think you said it right there. They're young. It feels like everybody got to fight for that spot kind of thing. So you wanna maybe overdo it a little bit, but now he has a little bit more established players. You know the Madueke is gonna have a good run. Palmer is gonna have a good run, and whenever Lavia comes back, he's gonna be back in. But yeah, once they do solidify on that first team and work well on the rotations, they're gonna be dangerous. That's for sure. On this game though, they should have won it. They really should. And Crystal Palace, great goal from Eze. They haven't kicked in as well. Crystal Palace. We were looking at them early in preseason, thinking, hey, there's something to do there. But if they're missing a little something, a little Olise something.
Olise, yeah.
You can feel it.
But let's see what man like Eddie can do for them, man. Because Mateta today looked heavy, man. There's one play where they're trying to put him through, and it was Fofana just went. It just looked heavy, man. Just like I mean, Mateta is good in the box, but like it's not gonna run in behind for you, man. It's not doing that. Not at all, man.
Not doing that,
But yeah, let's wrap it up here, guys. And again, good talk, guys. React to this video. Let us know what you think what you think about what we said about the teams today, and just give us your opinions as well. Let us know what your opinions are about the game too, and let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll be happy to talk about that as well. Feel free to join our FPL mini league. The link is in the description, and we'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, guys.
Later, boys.